Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kitsune Readings, where your questions find answers.
Hello my friends, Ryu here. Today we're going to talk about a game called Mighty Max. Mighty Max was basically Polly Pocket, but for boys. Now, it had monsters and was maybe a bit edgier, but it basically, like I said, Polly Pocket, but for boys. The characters you see are Bea, Max, and Felix. This came out as a toy line by Bluebird, of course. It started in the United Kingdom. It's interesting, too, because it's one of the rare games where it didn't have a Japanese release. So this game was released in Europe and America, but not in Japan. We've got password, we've got options, next 1 or 2 players. We'll start the game. Mighty Max had little playsets, much like Polly Pocket. We'll play Mighty Max. There's Virgil the owl. Bluebird Toys was later bought out by Mattel. I think I had almost all of these playsets. Well, looks like the bat was There we go. There's a stun attack. It's supposed to have puzzle solving elements and stuff. Now, he's going to get friends, I believe. This might also have been on the Sega Genesis. Part of what makes it so interesting to me is I show you a lot of games on the retro game apps and stuff. But games like this, I can't show you because they're not on the retro game apps. Most of the games that appear on there are just the popular ones. And most people today have probably never even heard of Mighty Max. Probably not even going to be able to pass the first level. Now, I don't like that you can't defeat the enemies, they're just stunned. Let's see what the other characters do. A lot of games made by Ocean and LJN weren't available in Japan. Games based on American properties that they felt wouldn't have, they all do the same thing, it seems. So what character we pick doesn't matter. But, I never actually played the other 2 characters in this game when I was younger, just Mighty Max. I mean, why would you not play the main guy of the game, am I right? So, Mighty Max started in 1993. Oh, sorry, 1992. 1992 is when the toys came out. 1993 was when it became a cartoon series, and then this game that you see me playing was released in 1994. Oh, we got volcano, space. Let's try space. I remember the skull playset the most. Oh, ouch. Alright, so A is the look button. Now, I don't remember that much about the series of Mighty Max. And about the stories. I'd have to go back and watch the cartoon again or look up the lore that went with Mighty Max. And there's probably other characters that you unlock as you go through the game that'll help you out. These being Virgil the Owl Guy. And I forget the name of his other companions. Correct. Now, the enemies appear to hurt you even if they're stunned, which is ridiculous. probably have to look up a video of what to do to like play this game seriously. The game today is thought of as a cult classic. Oh yeah, there's the warrior guy I was talking about. I have no idea what I'm doing. Looks like it's telling me to go down. Oh, that's right. There was some things about him getting portaled in and out of different worlds and things like that. That would that would be the portal right there. And there, of course, is the portal. But there must be something I'm supposed to do before it activates. You'd think you could go in those doors or something like that, but nope. But anyway, this is Mighty Max. A wonderful childhood memory for me. I remember watching the cartoons and having all the toys. The video game might leave much to be desired. I'd have to look up how to play this game properly. Maybe I'll do a full playthrough of it another day. But, hopefully this was a good trip down memory lane for you. Check out the other character. And I'll look up what to do. When you're in the different levels and what you're supposed to do. Now, the characters you see helped Max in the cartoon character. But did not actually exist really in the toy line. The toys mostly came with a villain, and a Mighty Max figure. They didn't really come with any other figures as far as I remember. They might have come with like a couple other bad guy figures. It looks like there's pieces of something I'm supposed to collect somehow. Probably be able to do that by going down here. There we go. Okay, there's that. You also can't aim your weapon, I've noticed, of course. That's not good. It makes the enemies you're dealing with really difficult to hit, especially when they're aerial enemies. Not being able to permanently deal with enemies is really, really bad. In fact, there's so many enemies, and they just come back after getting stunned. That's pretty horrible. It makes this game, like, which could otherwise be fun, completely unplayable. Not to mention I have to look up what to do. Actually, I'll try that real fast. We'll see if the great internet can help us with this. Yeah, you have Virgil the Falcon and Norman the Bulldog. Those are the other characters. Ah, you can pick things up, apparently. Give this another try here. And then we'll finish the video. See if we can even beat one level. So, it's A or B, but you're supposed to be able to pick up items. Let's see if we can do that. Ah, you can. Okay, so that's how you get rid of enemies. You press X to pick them up and throw them. That explains a lot. Now that I know how to pick up items, there we go. Whoops, wrong button. I must say, being able to pick up enemies and get rid of them is much, much better. Oh, whoops. There we go. That's one of the things I'm looking for. There we go. Now we got that to go all the way up there. Now we have to go up there and get it. And then push it down. Being able to know how to deal with the enemies is much easier to be able to play this game. I was going to put the original commercial for this and the toys that went with it in the video, but I can't do that because they're still copyrighted and are not public domain. Like the Atari commercial was public domain. This, however, is not. Alright. Well, that's two of the pieces that we're looking for. This kind of reminds me of Kid Chameleon on the Sega Genesis. Just far more difficult to play. Sometimes I'm gonna wonder what they were thinking when they made this game. I wouldn't say like it's overly difficult, but once you figure out the controls and how to play, man, how did I ever beat these games when I was a kid? Alright, there's gotta be another piece of what we're looking for around here somewhere. Man, what a time to be alive. You know, I used to bring a lot of these toys to school when I was a kid. By that I mean the Mighty Max playsets. And there was a lot of them. I did have most of them, if not all of them. But Mighty Max, very entertaining cartoon and fun toys. The game, not so much, as you can see. But I'm glad I get to share it with you and show you what it was like. The games of yesteryear. Interesting that this took as long as 1994 to come out. when the toys themselves and the cartoon series came out. Well, the toys came out 2 years earlier. The cartoon series came out a year later, and the game would take development time, so I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't have been available right away. Some games will spend years in development. This was clearly not one of those. Man, some of these jumps aren't possible. I guess you can't get up that way. You have to fall down onto it from up above. But anyway, this has been Mighty Max from 1994 on the Super Nintendo. Fun fact, the Nintendo 64 debuted a few years later in 1996, when we got to play Super Mario 64. But I've enjoyed sharing this game with you, and I hope you like seeing it. Mighty Max and the toy playsets are fun to look up and have a look at. It's probably quite rare to find one that had all of its pieces. You know, the pieces were pretty small and easy to lose, so not many of them exist today, I'm sure. But, if you can find one with all of its pieces, they're fun to look at and probably pretty good for collectors. And there you have it, Mighty Max, the boy version of Polly Pocket. Thanks for being here, everyone. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. You can and you will achieve your dreams, my friends. I believe in you. Have a great day.